About the scenario that we have just seen, yes, in Breaking Bad News, there was, I mean, we saw many good points, like the good setup, preparation, and the presence of Macmillan nurse. This is very important. If you're gonna do the cancer diagnosis, it's always very good if we have a nurse from the cancer specialty, CNS, present with us if possible, or we have to give them the contact of that if we are really 100% sure that we are like histology result, because they are going to be a continuous support to the patient.
Yeah,
Um, and I also found it that in this scenario, you were also involve the relative, you involve her partner, and he had a question, and that was also addressed in a good manner. So there were lots of things to learn from that scenario.
that's fantastic. Plus, it's important to not think that I have said once, oh, I'm sorry, in the warning shot, I can't say it again. As you go along, as the discussions happen, you feel it, you say it. It's, and that's where, because when you are coming from the place of that empathy and compassion towards them, it comes naturally to you. You don't need to, I mean, in order to film this scenario, we didn't memorize we didn't have a script or anything. Everybody played their part like naturally, and it turned out to be to be a perfect scenario actually. And because it's of where you're coming from, what is the intention. And in this case, despite knowing that we were just all playing a part in it, it was not real. But in real life, again, it should come more naturally when the intentions are right, and when you're coming from the place of empathy and compassion. You can't get it wrong. You may miss out on one or 2 points, big deal, but you will do the right thing. So that's why I emphasize that don't try and get too worked up about trying to learn the mnemonics and do it that way. You will do it correctly if the approach is right and you have understood the concepts. So no problem. Breaking Bad News is yeah. So I mean, it is part of your day-to-day medical practice, and the more experience you have, the more confident you become. People tend to avoid being under these circumstances, but especially when you're being through training like this, it makes your job so much easier. And you will have patience that you'll feel that somebody has to go and do it. So you might as well do it because you've been trained to do it and you have that confidence. And the more patients you will see, and then more you will apply these, it will be part of your system. It gets embedded in your system. You don't need to worry about remembering or memorizing things. So that's great. Well done.